There we are. There we are. We are live. We are live. I apologize for being a few minutes late. Traffic was a little something today, a little something. Traffic and some customers that wanted some projects at the last minute. Yeah, you know how that goes with work and everything. But I'm here. I'm here. Thank you so much and welcome to this challenge. Thank you for coming on live. I'm going to check the Facebook feed to make sure that the volume is coming through. And that's something that I do um, in these challenges to make sure that you guys can hear me. There we go. Okay, yes. So you guys can hear me. Oh, hey, Yada. Thank you for, I'm sorry, Yaddy. Thank you for watching live and being on with me and the other single moms that I'm sure will either watch the replay or come on in a short period of time. This is the challenge for the month of February. So I do host challenges every once a month. And these challenges are to help us as single moms to do what to level up. And so what is level up? Level up is actually getting a new perspective, a new way of looking at things. That's what really level up is. It's not always necessarily a monetary moving up, but it is a higher way of thinking so that you can get that monetary move up in your life. So we are in finding real love, single mom finding real love challenge. That's where we are. This is day one, and it's gonna be good, y'all. It's gonna be good. I get a lot out of these challenges myself too. Even though I'm the host, I get a lot out of these challenges, and I I'm starting to find it to be really fun to be in here once a month, and it is awesome. It's really awesome. So today we're gonna have the topic. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. What's happening there? Okay. Gotta cut that out. So today we're going to talk about how do we find, how do we find real love? How do we do it? You know, um, I know you've heard this before. I know you've heard this before that real love starts with us. It starts with us. So we're here in day one talking about you know how do we find real love. So something that, and I heard this before, and I thought, yeah, okay, it starts with me, blah blah blah. But not until I'm moving the my screen, I'm sorry, so you guys could see me. So not until I found out that it is true, and I did some, deep and soul searching in myself that it's true. I needed to love myself well so that I could love others well. So, something that I did forget to tell you guys is my name is Bess. I kind of rushed in here. My name is Bess Parks. I am the single mom of two. I am the host of this show. And hi, Nicole. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hi, thank you for watching live. So my name is Bess Parks. I'm the single mom of two. I am the founder of the Single Moms Club, this group, and I'm also the founder of Single Moms Level Up, hashtag Single Moms Level Up. And we're going through this challenge this month. So like I said, every month we have a new challenge. And this month we're going to do finding real love. So today's topic, we're talking about how do we find real love. It really does start with us. I thought, okay, kept hearing it say, yeah, it starts with me, blah, blah, blah. But when I really started looking into how I treat myself and how I how I oh, close. Oh, Miko. Okay. Thank you for for putting that there. Yeah. Thank you for Miko. That's I like that. But I really started realizing how I treated myself. So I didn't really treat myself very well, especially as a single mom. We tend to drop ourselves out of the picture, and every focus is on the kids. And that's actually not a it's a disservice to our children because they don't get to see us at our best. They see us when we're worn out, tired, because everything and all our energy and efforts going towards them. That's not to say that we don't do that, but we have to make sure that we pull back and do something for us too. If we are good, our kids are good. And when somebody presented that, when I heard that, when I was raising my kids and they were younger, I was like, okay, when I'm good, my kids are good. So if I'm worn out, tired, cranky, crabby, screaming, irritated real easily, my kids are not okay. And they feel that. And that comes back at us as, whining, bratty attitude, stank attitude, your kids being cranky because they're picking up that energy from us. They're picking it up from us. And so I noticed that when I started to take care of myself, try to get myself to get some good as best sleep I can. That's hard when they're small, but this is important for us to take care of ourselves. So the motto for Single Moms Level Up in the Single Moms Club is let's go from just surviving to CEO in every area of our lives through self-care and self-education. So this is the self-education portion of that. And yeah, okay, yeah, it's hard when they're young. It's really hard when they're young. But when they're young, you could also teach them to take care of themselves, because when you don't take care of you and they never see you take care of yourself, you're teaching your children to not take care of themselves either. And so you have to take that time to, let's relax, let's read, let's, do that, do those things. Let's take a nap, and this is something that had started doing when my kids were young. So when my kids would go down for a nap, I'd take a nap too, but I wouldn't nap the whole time they nap. I'd nap for half the time that they did. And then I would get up and do stuff. And that helped me so much with my energy levels. I have learned to appreciate a power nap. I For me, I can power nap in 5 minutes, and that helps me. That helps me, just that rest, and I can relax myself and just rest for a minute. With my second child, I have two kids, so I have a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. So they're roughly about 5 years apart. So having a 5-year-old and having a 5-year-old starting school, and then I have a newborn, then I was working a full-time job, and I'm the single mom. That was a lot, you know, that was a lot, and it was a huge adjustment. So know this, single moms, you're made for more than just being a single mom. You're being prepared as a single mom for what comes after you raising your kids, because your kids are going to grow up and they're going to leave home and have their own lives and everything. I know that there's a few single moms in here that do have disabled children, and so you may have to care for them much longer, possibly some of them depending on what the disability is. You may have to care for them for the rest of their lives. But that's not a sentence. That's something that you still need to make sure you take some time for yourselves. I have or had a neighbor, and I say had because the mom passed away, and they had a disabled she had a disabled daughter. She was not a single mom. She was married, but she had a disabled daughter that they told her, or told them, that they wanted them to abort her, because they saw some of the disabilities that she was having in the womb. But they said, no, whatever God says, we're gonna allow her to allow the child to be born. And so then they told her that they told them that the child wouldn't make it past 5. She's in her 30s, and she's the sweetest thing. She's the sweetest thing. She cannot communicate with words, and she has cerebral palsy, but she's the sweetest thing. Um, she can acknowledge you, not in a verbal way, but in a nonverbal way. She smiles. She is really a bright light. Yes, she has bad days, and she's grumpy, but she's overall she's a light, But as single moms, I've started to believe this, that we are chosen to be single moms. I know that it's just like a mind blowing, what? I was chosen to go through this and have this hardship. Sometimes, because it's hard being a single mom and everything's on you. But I believe this is why I believe that. I believe that because there's something inside of us that needs to be pulled out, and it's a strength that we have, and a spirit that we have that has been there all along, but the way that it will come out, and we will acknowledge it and use it to uphold and encourage and pour into other people, is through a child. Because we'll do anything for our kids, you know what I'm saying? We'll do anything for our kids, and that's the love. That's love being poured out to our children. But we can't pour out everything to our children. We have to love ourselves so that we have something to pour into them. So if we don't love ourselves, we don't have the the care and the intimacy and the deep love that we feel inside tends to get blocked. It gets blocked and it only seeps out, but it's meant to be poured out. So if we don't pour and take care of ourselves and do some self-love, some self-care, last year I had one of my friends who is a licensed relationship coach and counselor. She was on and she told us the difference between self-love and self-care. So self-love is what you do from the inside. You check in on yourself and say, am I okay? Am I okay? What's going on with me? To check in with you. That's self-love. And whether you do that through a journal, or you just, sit and meditate and ask yourself, in your head, am I okay? Am I stressed? If you're stressed or whatever, why am I stressed? Figure out these things, because when we just let them go, and when we just let those things go, they actually pile up and they create attitudes. They create, hey, Shanette, thank you for coming on. Hey, but they create attitudes, they create things and behaviors that we don't really want to come up, because we're pushing down our own inner things that are going on with us, and our feelings and our reactions to things. We need to actually check in on ourselves and do it often. Now, she said that really we should be doing this once a week. I know that's a little bit hard, but once a week we should be checking in on ourselves and say, hey, am I okay? Figure out, I'm going to tell you what I did, because I actually did it this past week, and I know I had skipped a couple weeks of checking in on myself, and I checked in on myself this past week and was like, am I okay? And I realized, no, I'm not. I'm extremely exhausted. I'm exhausted and tired. And so it took a lot for me to do this, but I had to stop, take care of myself, take a nap, relax, and just, lay down. lay down and relax. And that was hard because there's stuff to do, there's always something to do as a single mom. But I had to stop myself and just relax. And one of the things that I do is I breathe deeply a lot, and just sit and breathe. Nothing on, turn off all the distractions, turn the TV off, shut my phone down, put it on vibrate, you know, and just relax and do that. So that's self love. Self love is checking in on yourself, making sure you're okay. And if you're not okay, then find out, why am I not okay? And if you can't figure it out, or it's something deep, and you find yourself going into uh, um, uh, a depression or something, then maybe you need to get some help, and talk to somebody. You may not just get some help, but talk to someone. Counselors are just people that you talk to, you talk out loud to, and you figure out what the issues are and address them. The other thing is self love. Self love is that checking in on you. Self care is the outside. That's the things that you do, like you get a facial, you do your nails, you put some body oils on, perfume, get a pedicure, a massage. That's self care. That's on the outside, but you got to take care of both. Hi, Diana. Thank you for watching and coming on live. Um, that you got to take care of both things. You can't just take care of one, because they depend on each other. If we don't take care of our inner selves on the outside, it's eventually going to show. And the way that tends to show is your skin, your hands, your body starts to feel things. But we need to actually take care of ourselves on the inside, the self-care, the self-love, and do the self-care. We need to do both. And she said that we really should be doing both of those. This is the counselor that I had on last year. That's a friend of mine, and she's licensed as a relationship counselor and coach. And she said we really should be checking in on ourselves weekly. Weekly, we should check in on ourselves. Take that time to do that. For me, I've had to start waking up earlier than my kids before things start getting going, because it goes all day. When you have multiple kids, it's everybody's got something going on. And if I don't get up early, then I don't have time for me. My time for me is sleeping, at night. So I realized that just me sleeping at night and not always in a timely manner, and trying to keep myself on a sleep regimen, trying to get, for me, 6 hours of sleep is enough. 8 is too much. I'm sleepy and groggy when I do that. But I realized that I need to get up and have some time to, do my devotion, breathe, check in on myself, check in with my spirit, check in with all of that, and make sure I'm good, and for me, that's what's helped me. And I've learned that technique to do that, the check in with myself. Um, Travel. Yeah, exactly. Go travel. That would be good. Yeah. Miko, that's good. Yeah, travel. And I mean, ask for help. Ask for help. If you've got friends and family that actually support you, ask them, hey, could you watch my kids for me for a day? I'd like to take some time to myself to take care of me. And you'd be surprised how people be like, yeah, sure, I'll do that for you, or you can have other single mom friends that do that, that well enough that you would trust them with your kids. Um, and I say that because, you gotta trust these people that you're gonna actually leave your kids with them. But yeah, traveling would be nice. Something that I did last year, and I had not done this in a long time. Mind you, I've got a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. I asked one a friend of my family that used to, she's really close. I've known her and her family for over 30 years. And her mom used to watch my kids. So I asked her mom, hey, could you watch my daughter while I go take some time for myself? I want to go and spend some time in California. for a week. And so she watched my daughter for a week. I just made sure I did it during a time when there were, it was summer times, because it was my birthday. And so it was summertime. So she watched my daughter for a week for me. And so I went to California and spent the week out there with some of my friends and some single moms. Um, and I had such a great time, such a great time. Some single moms, some of the single mom friends that I have are married now and have other kids as well. Some of them are not. Plus, I was able to spend some time with my boyfriend that I started dating last year, and so I was able to spend some time with him. But I tell you, the time that I had with the single moms and me sharing with them the things that I have been going through with my teenage daughter, it was such a relief. It was the best time that we had. We spent hours at this restaurant, and it was amazing that they did that because as we were eating and towards the end of us getting ready to be done and to leave, we noticed on the cards they were actually had given us a time limit of how long we could be there because this was last year 2021, and there was a time limit. We were only supposed to be there for an hour. We were there for 3 hours. So we were there for 3 hours sharing. Everybody got to share what was going on in their lives and everything. And we shared stories with each other and had a good time. The food was really good and the view was awesome. It was up in the hills of Burbank and at this restaurant called Castaways. And that food was really good. So we had brunch there and I had such a good time. And I was like, wow, that's what single moms need. I had already started the Single Moms Club, but it was, in baby form and we're still growing. And of course, share this group with other single moms because this is what we need. We need to have, these times where we could share with one another and it relieves so much stress because when I came home, I felt so not alone, that it wasn't just me going through this, that, it's something that's part of the process of raising kids and stuff. And I felt a connection that I hadn't had in a long time. And these are people that I've known. And I just, just with us having kids and life and everything's all, has just been happening. And we hadn't had a chance to get together and we got together and they were so kind to me. And that's what we need to be, is kind to one another, which is why I do a giveaway every time I do a challenge. I'll pull that up, but every time I do a challenge, I do a giveaway. And that giveaway is a single mom queen kit because we are queens and we need to treat ourselves as queens. And when we treat ourselves as queens and our children see that, they learn how to treat themselves well and expect others to treat them well. So that's one of the lessons that we teach our kids when they see what we do for ourselves, they'll do it for themselves, and then they expect that from other people. That's something that I wasn't totally taught that. But I did see my mom, and I was raised by a single mother, and I did see my mom. She would go and get pedicures. So she would go get pedicures, and I think she got manicures, but it was from time to time. It wasn't much. But she didn't do it that often. It was very far and few, but she was a hard worker, worked overtime. She was a teacher for 30 years, and she was a very good teacher, but she didn't get a lot of sleep. And even when I was in high school, my sister was 8 years older than me, so my sister wasn't even in the house. She didn't do a lot of some things. She didn't take very good care of herself, and so that's what I learned. So hey, this is a Facebook user, by the way. I'm using StreamYard. And it's just a platform that I like to use because I can stream it to several different locations. So I'm streaming on the YouTube channel and streaming it to Facebook. It's not going to spam you. It's not going to do anything. In the announcement, it'll tell you that I'm going on live with StreamYard, and for you to you can give permission to StreamYard to show your comments. And what it will do is allow me to see your comments. So this is it says Facebook user, but this is Miko. Um, and it says that she got to go to DC. Oh, that's cool! You got to go to DC last week, and yeah, it was needed, right? It was needed, and yeah, you do get some mom guilt, and but you exactly, it takes you a minute to get over it for sure. It definitely takes a minute for you to get over it, and I had that a little bit too, and my daughter's 16, and I had that a little bit too, and I was like, dang, I left her for a whole week, and but yeah, like you said, it took me about a day or so, and I was good, I was good. And with it being my birthday weekend, everybody wanted to go out, and we were having fun and stuff, and eating and trying new places and things. So I had a good time. We do definitely need that as single moms. So I'm going to bring up the uh, the Single Moms Queen Kit, because this is what the giveaway is that that I have for the single mom that participates the most. The participation, it could be hitting a like, hitting a share, commenting like you're commenting tonight, this evening, all of those things. You could even go live in the group and give, tell your takeaways from the session. That's one of the ways to do that. So there's several ways that you can do that, and it you'd be amazed at how I let Facebook choose. So Facebook keeps a tally and a log on who's participating the most. And so whatever Facebook tells me, that's who gets it. So one of the single moms that won last time, I know she probably didn't think she was doing much of nothing, or thought that she didn't do that much, to to get the to win this Single Moms Queen Kit for the challenge. But because Facebook told me that she was number two, and the person that was above her had already won a Single Mom Queen Kit in one of the challenges. So I chose to, I didn't choose to, but you have to not have won for the past 90 days to give other people an opportunity to win. So that's something that I did. So that you have to do. So I'm going to share my screen so I could show you what's in this Single Mom Queen Kit. So I actually sell this kit, but I'm giving it away for free. So I'm giving it away for free during the challenge for the single mom that participates the most. And it's going to be, just as long as you haven't won in the past 90 days, then you will be eligible for that. And here we go. It's going to pop up shortly. I'm noticing that Facebook has a little bit of a delay. So I'm waiting for it to show up on Facebook before I start talking. And wow, that's a really huge delay. Okay, there we go. It's coming up. So here's the Single Mom Queen Kit. So in the Single Mom Queen Kit, and that's going to be the giveaway for this month, you're going to get some micellar water and some cotton rounds. That's for you to, it's basically like a toner and a cleaner. You could use it for makeup removal, but it's a cleansing water. You're also going to get a love essence, essence of love set here. So it is a shower gel or some and bath salts. It's not or, this is and. All of this is what you would win if you're chosen or if you are the one that is the winner for being the most active. So you'll get this. So if you're not a shower person, then give it to another single mom. Give it to another single mom and let her enjoy that. Um, if you're not a bath person, give the bath salts to another single mom and let them enjoy that. I know we're wearing masks and stuff, but I'm gonna hook y'all up with some lip gloss. Some actually it's a matte lip, a matte lipstick, but it's liquid. It goes on liquid and dries matte. Give you some Jafra Wee perfume. This is like my new perfume. I love this perfume. I wear it every day. Um, and I keep checking the bottle just to make sure I don't run out of it. It smells really good. It's something that I want to share with you guys. This is also down here part of the Essence of Love collection, and which is perfect for February. There's a perfume and then a perfume mini, and then also another matte lip. Matte lip color that comes in like a stick, like a lip gloss. And then here's some facial wipes. So these come in a little tablet, and I do this every time. I'm going to show you. I'll show you tomorrow because I don't want to get up and disturb you. Disturb it by going to get it. But it's a little tablet that's about this big. It's about that big, and you pour some water on it, and it turns into a face towel that's bigger than my hand. So that's good for you or your kids when you're on the go. It comes in a little tube that's kind of like, the Advil and stuff that you get at the market or at the checkout, and you can see that. I have started giving away a journal. So I did a journaling into purpose challenge a couple months ago, and I decided that I would start handing these out. So, and give you some. It has some guides that I actually handwrite in there for you to write your goals down, write your course of action, write down what your benefits are, and someplace for you to journal, someplace for you to do the self-care portion of what you need to do on a weekly basis. Then also you're going to get a Single Moms Academy 12-month membership for free as well. So this is the Single Moms Queen Kit, and with some extra bonuses, because I usually don't give the journal away, and I don't give the perfume. I don't give the 12-month membership away free either. So those are some things that I throw in there because I really enjoy being in the Single Moms Club. I thank you guys so much for participating and coming in. This, by the way, is a 5-day challenge. I can't get all this in 30 minutes. But I do 30 minutes because I know that we're single moms and we're busy and it's hard to get time to yourself. So that's why I do 5 days. So it's 30 minutes every day. Today we talked about doing love for yourself, and how your self-love affects and flows into your children and to your day and to everybody else that you come in contact with, and that we start with us. So we need to start with us, whether it's journaling, whether it's meditating on and asking yourself, in your mind, how am I doing? If you got to get in the mirror and ask yourself that, you do what you need to do and how you need to figure out how you are. So we figured out what self-care is, and that's checking in with you. Self-love is checking in with you, and self-care is the outside, taking care of your body, taking care of your skin, taking care of your face. Excuse me, wearing some perfume that makes you feel good and that makes you smile. Those things. So self-care is taking care of the inner side, the inside of you, your mental, your emotional, and checking in on yourself. And self-love. I don't know why I keep mixing that up. Self-love is taking care of your mental, emotional part of yourself, and self-love, self-care is the outside. So self-love is the inside, self-care is the outside. We need to do both and not just one or the other. When you do both, it makes a huge difference. and it will flow into your children and help your children to see how they need to take care of themselves and how they should allow people to treat them. So, and also it helps you to see how you need to, how you like to be treated, and you also realize, we realize, you know, how we want to be treated, and how we can treat others better as well when we treat ourselves right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's 8 p.m. tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so we'll have some better timing. And we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have another subject. I'll post it in here for tomorrow's session, and give you a little tidbit on what that's going to be about. And yeah, let's do this. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching live. Thank you for watching replays. Thank you for sharing this with another single mom. Thank you for your comments and being here. I appreciate you all. We will see. I'll see you tomorrow. Hashtag single moms level up. Bye.